So what are the warning signs?
First, beware of someone claiming to be from your title company or another related business informs you of changes to wire transfer instructions. Also, it should be a red flag if someone uses an excuse for having you send the wire transfer to a different account. And a couple other tips. Contact the company through a number or email address you know is real. Don't use phone numbers or links in the email. And finally, don't open email attachments, even if it's from someone you know, unless you're expecting it. Opening attachments can put malware on your computer.
These cases are tricky because a wire transfer is an immediate form of payment. It's almost always irreversible, even if fraud is involved, which means you'd lose money to the scammer and still be on the hook for funds required to close on your new home.